Alright, just watch this clip. This is AGER'S SCEPTER with the new catalyst. We literally destroy that barrier champion every single ad around because of ice flare bolts and the boss. We literally had to finish off the boss with one shot. This is by far one of the most powerful weapons in the game, and if you have one person on your team running it, it's going to make a huge difference in 1350 Master Nightfalls, and I guarantee you Grandmasters when those become available. The ability to freeze a boss or freeze a champion like that instantly and have basically unlimited use of it because of the way that we're combining this with the exotic on the Warlock here is absolutely crazy. As you see, even these overloads here in today's Lost Sector can't even heal through it. That's how strong it is. We're not stunning any overload. We're not stunning any barrier. We literally go through this Lost Sector. I think our best time was like 4.5 minutes without stunning anything, which is pretty crazy. And just the catalyst alone lets you do that. And this build isn't even optimized to its best performance yet. I plugged in a few different mods. I plugged in some stuff to create solar wells and stasis wells so we can heal with solar wells, and we can get stasis wells spawned out there so we can use those to get our super quicker and stuff like that. So there's not even everything built around this yet, and it's this good. So imagine how good it can be if you build correctly. You can do this on the Titan or on the Hunter because they all have the same aspect. The same fragment as far as freezing enemies. So when you freeze the enemy and then kill them, you get that chunk of super gain, right? And they all have that. So you can definitely get your super quite often with this, right? Even without pairing it with a certain exotic, you can get your super pretty fast. And the crazy part is that you don't have to use all your super, right? You can stop your super. So literally all you do is hold reload to proc the catalyst, right? To proc your big beam of damage. And when you proc it and use it, you can literally stop it halfway through, a quarter of the way through. Like, let's say there's one champion. Melt the freaking barrier champion, right? Stop it, and you still have, you only have a quarter left to get your super back, or a half left to get your super back, which is super easy to do if you're rocking literally just the one fragment on gain bonus super energy on defeating frozen targets, and you're running this with any stasis subclass, right? So it's very fast, very easy. And that's what I like about it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to show you guys the Warlock portion here in a second on my Warlock, the build that I kind of have set up running with it. And it's not perfect, right? And it's not tweaked to perfection, and I'm sure you guys can improve on it. But I just wanted to get this video out there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go over exactly what I was running in the Lost Sector to show you guys the best possible build. I don't know if this is the best yet. I haven't tweaked it thoroughly, right? We don't also have some stasis mods. But just to show you, I was on, of course, Shadebinder subclass here. We have Whisper of Bonds, defeating frozen targets grants you super energy, so that's getting our super up. We have Whisper of Conduction, stasis shards tracked to us. We have Whisper of Rhyme. Every time we collect a stasis shard, we get overshield and health. And then Whisper of Chains, while you're near frozen targets or friendly stasis crystals, you take reduced damage. We have a crystal with our Dustfield Grenade for reduced damage. We can freeze people with Penumbral Blast. I'm running Ice Flare Bolts, as you know what Ice Flare Bolts, the lines of ice that go out and chase people after you kill them when they're frozen. And then Glacial Harvest, freezing targets, creates stasis shards around the frozen targets. Higher tier commands create more shards. That's what we're running as far as the weapon goes. AGER'S SCEPTER. The intrinsic perk here is Stasis Final Blows, transfer ammo to this weapon's magazine from reserves. And then we have Final Blows with this weapon generate a slowing burst around the defeated target. That's how we freeze things. And then our Ice Flare Bolts also freeze things. And then we have the Catalyst here. Hold your reload. Okay, so when you hold your reload, it drains super energy, overflowing the magazine and empowering the beam with bonus damage and the ability to slow and freeze targets until the magazine or super energy runs out, or the weapon is stowed. Can only be activated when the super energy is full. So what we want to do is get our super as quickly as possible. We literally blew through that 1320 Lost Sector with champions. Mine be Overload champions and Barrier champions. Overload are the worst in the game, and we still killed the Overload's champions without even stunning them. We combine that with Mantle of Battle Harmony over here, right? Takedowns with weapons that have a damage type matching your subclass element grant you super energy. While your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary bonus to weapon damage of the matching subclass type. I threw on Protective Light here as well. On our helmet, we have Elemental Armaments, so we can get Stasis Wells, double Trace Rifle Ammo Finder, so we're not running out of Trace Rifle, because you do go through a lot of ammo with this weapon. Gauntlets, I have Elemental Charge here, because I want to become charged with light to use my Protective Light, and how I become charged with light is with Elemental Armaments. Every time I kill something with Stasis, right, I have a chance of creating Stasis Shard. And then on our bond down here, we also have Fire and Ice. Defeating a champion spawns a random array of solar and stasis wells. So you can get solar wells here, okay, and you get stasis wells. And that's going to proc Protective Light, because we become charged by Elemental Charge. And then as far as solar wells goes, every time we pick that up from a champion, we'll also have Well of Life on, so we're getting a 10-second heal duration after that. So really nice. And then we also have Particle Deconstruction. You can also throw on somewhere if you want. You could put on Well of Potency. Picking up matching elemental well grants you super energy, so you could also get super energy back that way as well. So this build isn't like a modified 100% correct yet. It can definitely be tweaked, but I just want to show exactly how strong this build can be. And you guys see that in the gameplay. We are literally melting through barrier champions and overload champions by proccing the exotic catalyst on this, right? AGER'S catalyst. And that's just overcharging this weapon, making it super strong and firing that beam. This can be done on any stasis subclass as far as Behemoth goes or Hunter, and we do have ways on the Hunter to get super really fast. So this is going to be really good. Like even on a Behemoth Titan, you could be using Whisper of Vaughn's. Frozen targets grant you super energy, right? I'd have to go through exotics and see what else you could do to get super back the quickest way possible. But there's a lot of different things with this, and I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys found that helpful. If you are new to the channel and enjoyed this video, then please hit that subscribe button, as it really helps me out. We're growing pretty quickly. Also, leave a like on the video, and if you have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments and I will answer them for you. I'm pretty good about responding to comments, so leave them down there. Anything, ask anything, and I'll get back to you. Also, let me know what you would do to tweak this build, and let me know if you guys want a Hunter or Titan Stasis one first. Both of them, like I said in the video, can be done pretty easily, pretty quickly. So let me know, and then I'll jump into those 1350s, Nightfalls, and see how it works. If multiple people are running with this, just one person, you know, see which way it goes. And then also, up on screen here, if you have not seen the latest Warlock build or latest Titan build or Hunter build, click on one of these videos, go give them a watch, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for choosing to support me.